Welcome to We're Still Cool, Right? The weekly podcast where the conversation flows smoother than top shelf whiskey. And cool, well, it never really left. Grab a drink and hang out with Erik, Mike, and Shaun while they dive into nostalgia and attempt to answer the age-old question. We're still cool, right?
Again, what the fuck was that? Jesus.
Damn it, Logan. Jeez.
Again. I mean, I'm just, this week is making no sense. I don't know what the hell happened yesterday with the episode, and then I feel like I'm in deja vu. Is this fucking Groundhog Day? What's going on? Jesus. Here, Shaun, have a beer. I decided to crack two.
Thank you. With that being said, we're back, baby.
Part 3.
My name is Shaun.
I'm Mike.
And I'm Erik.
And this is the We're Still Cool Right podcast. And yeah, little curveball coming at you.
And you are the host of it.
Yeah.
We think. I don't know. That last I knew.
Surprisingly.
At least today.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe not for longer.
Yeah,
Who
we'll see how
knows?
much longer we have our jobs for, right?
God damn it. I love getting laid off. It's my favorite thing lately.
I'm getting pretty good at
I'll
it.
say, we're getting really good at this whole getting laid off fire thing. So
That's all I'll say about that.
not necessarily the path you want to go down.
God
but
damn it.
in the event you get laid off, one of the best things you can do is have a little cocktail.
Yeah, amen.
So with that being said, we got the drink of the week.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Ben's Beverage Depot, 501
There
7th
it is.
Avenue.
God.
Yes.
One of
yes.
these days you're going to forget it and I'm going to make fun of you.
Yeah.
Can we just say,
Probably
look
will.
at this garnish.
So
It's amazing garnish.
as well noted on here, I'm terrible at garnish. I made this drink, and
That's what's shocking.
As I'm leaving, Ashley goes, "Here, you'll need this for a garnish." It's all Ashley who put it together here for me. So shout out to you, honey. But
Thank you, Ashley.
Yeah. Good job.
we have a pina colada here with booze in it.
Nice.
So,
It smells fantastic.
Yeah, it's the
And a
like-
snack.
yeah and a snack here with it. So
She's got us covered.
yeah, it's the cream to cocoa or cream to coconut. That's
Coconut.
what it is. Yeah, pineapple juice, and then Ben's hooked us up with rum,
Yeah.
which we weren't sure which one to get. Erik went in there, asked him which one, and,
I was like,
and tipped us off.
other
here
than
before
Captain Morgan, I don't know. Like,
Right.
I don't really drink a lot of rum. He
Right.
was like, yep, go with this one.
Yeah,
Which rum did you get? Do you know?
I can't remember the name of
yeah.
it.
Of course, the
wondering.
bottles
I
out
should have
there.
totally
Yeah,
should have
yeah,
like
That's fine. Yeah,
wrote
yeah,
that down.
yeah.
But
A good one.
they were like, you could even do like a clear one and float a dark one on top. And I was like,
Oh,
I
really?
don't know if we're getting that crazy today, but
Yeah.
like that's cool. Like now I want to try that.
But I will say, I mean, like I fucked up that break room. There's blender shit everywhere. It's stinking all over the place. I was like, oh, so
For context, he came out and it looked like he just murdered somebody.
Yeah,
His
it's
hands
red
are
all-
stained red. I'm like, what did you do out there, Dexter? Jesus.
So
That
you're
being
saying
said-
thit's are finger cherries?
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, it's better than dong
Let's say they're
tongs.
not dong
Finger
tongs.
cherries.
God.
Oh my
They're
god.
finger cherries, but not dong tongs.
That was my band name in high school.
Opening for the finger cherries is the dong tongs. Yeah. We need to get that on a shirt, by the way.
Yeah.
Give it a
Dong
shot here.
tongs and finger
Dong
cherries.
tongs and finger cherries. Let's get this drink, though, because I don't even know if I can drink it without poking myself in
I
the
gotta
eye.
pull the snack out.
Oh, that's good. Jeez.
Yeah. I've been waiting a minute to drink
Fuck
that.
diabetes. This is worth it.
Right? That's good. So we had these when we were down on spring break. Cooper wanted to have them. Have you seen that thing where it's like, this is my first pina or whatever? And like they do like that stuff with it. Yeah. It's like, because there's people that are doing this, my first pina colada, they're counting to get, as they're getting hammered, this is my 7th,
Their tongue gets
Well,
a
there's
little
like a
fat.
little kid that does it. It's my first pina or something like that. And so, yeah. So we have videos of that. So
Nice.
that's why I was like, hey, I got the drink this time because I still had leftover stuff for it.
Dude,
so.
good job, because this is fucking
I love it.
delicious.
Yeah,
I
that's
haven't had a
good
pina
one.
colada in a long time.
Oh, yeah.
And this isn't something that I usually am like, hey, I need to have a pina colada.
Same.
But
But
I'm
every
really
time I do, I
enjoying
like it. Because
Yeah.
I love coconut,
So,
like in anything.
have you ever had a Miami Vice? I'll make that next time with it because then you
Yeah.
can pour a little.
Blue curacao, maybe?
No, you use like strawberry like margarita mix.
Oh,
You
okay.
put that in there and then it kind of blends together. It's delicious.
I've had a lot of drinks that I have no idea what's in them. So
Oh,
when
yeah.
you say,
Yeah.
have you had a Miami Vice? I'm like, I don't know,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
What's in it?
I always say people, Mai Tais are popular. I don't think I've ever had one. Maybe I have. I don't know. But like when you're on a cruise and they're just like, do you want this fruity thing? You're like, yeah. So
Yeah.
you just drink it.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Does it
Oh,
come in
you
a
read
big
my mind.
container with a straw? Yeah,
Right.
probably.
Is it $42? I'm in. Yeah.
But I get to keep the cup.
It's kind of this giant novelty thing.
Right. Yeah. No, there's a beach ball attached.
Then you're holding all the way
Ooh.
down here just
I-
to get the straw.
Yeah.
I swear to God, we went up to what's the like water parks, the indoor water parks and stuff up in Wisconsin.
The Dells.
Oh, the Dells, yeah.
Yeah, we went up to the Dells and we're at this place and they had that where you get the souvenir cup, but if you bring it back, you get refills. And
Yeah.
it lasts forever, lifetime refills. on this
$1
thing.
off.
So I have 3 of these in my closet and I'm like, I'm never fucking going back there to save $1.
That's how it always is, man. Same thing we do when we go to Colonel's games. It's like you can buy the refillable cup or whatever. I buy them. I never once have brought it back.
Yeah.
So I just saw, this is a little random, but the Dodgers released a collectible Shohei Ohtani cup that you can retake, $75. And you get a refill. You get free refills for the day of pop.
They got to make their
For
money
the
back
day.
on
You
him
can't bring
somehow.
it back. Dude, Jesus. I'm like, that's insane.
That's a lot of pop.
It's a lot of It's a lot of pop.
Keep them coming. This is where I get my money back.
Yeah.
You know?
I gotta get my money's worth. As you're
There are
throwing
people that
up.
are like that though. Like I
Yeah.
have to drink
Yeah.
8 of these
Yeah.
in order for this to be worth
To
it.
be worth
you know?
it.
Yeah.
Doing the math. Yeah. I mean, that's one an inning. Yeah.
Totally
Sounds
worth
good.
it.
We'll do it.
But hey, I gotta say, baseball's back and
Opening day.
opening
was-
day.
I mean, a little disappointed with the Cubs, but
Yeah, that part sucked.
still just the vibe of the day and opening day is always just like, oh, it's going to be great.
And I got to give a little shout out to our buddy Matt at Quentin's. They had an opening day event. We went. It was so much fun. Place was packed. Free glizzies on the roller from Edgewood Locker, and he had the neon green relish to go with them. And,
Yeah.
oh
So
man,
good.
I
the
saw
drinks
that.
were good. The prizes were. I mean, so many prizes were given out. I won a $100 voucher to whatever team I want, so I can use it for Cubs tickets, merch.
Oh,
Whatever.
that's
So,
awesome.
Yeah, I'm not sad about it.
Road
So,
trip.
Yep. Amen. So, shout out to you, man. That was an awesome event. So
I heard it was good. I just couldn't get out of work after being gone the week before and everything else. It just wasn't going to work. So
yeah. But also,
yeah, I
besides
wanted to be out there.
baseball, I wanted to say, Iowa Hawkeyes are still rolling.
How about the Hawks?
So yeah, we're recording this on
I
Saturday,
was
March
just gonna say,
28th.
Yeah.
yep.
For
They-
context.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
they play in
Big game in a few hours. Big game.
3.5 hours from now. They'll play, and we really hope they win because God, man, they've been fun to
It's
watch.
just so fun to watch. That last game was against Nebraska. Just the way it.
Didn't lead the whole game,
Right.
and then but the funny thing was the spread was I think they were 2-point favorites, and that's literally they were like 2 to 3 points behind the entire game. I mean, there was a run where they were down like 10, but then at the end it's just like they don't make mistakes.
As
man.
we were,
Hey,
as we were,
I got a bonus dad joke related to the basketball game.
Oh, do it.
go for it.
Why does everybody on the Nebraska basketball team drive a manual? Because they like to have 4 on the floor.
But yeah. Yeah, I don't know how you fuck up and don't send out 5 guys, but thank you, Nebraska. This is why you eat corn the long way. So.
It was so fun to watch, but I felt when I was watching it though that it was like if they could just get the lead, I feel like they'll never give it back. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what happened. Once they, because they just couldn't get, they'd get it really close and then they'd go down, then they get it really, and they just couldn't get over that. And then once they took the lead, it was all over from there. So that was
and just the Big Ten is crushing it in this tournament.
Yeah.
I mean, we play Illinois tonight, so it's like even if we lose, there's the Big Ten's moving on. But I really hope they win. To get to the Final Four would be. We were looking up the
'cause
stats
what-
for the years. What was it? 1950 something was the last time they went to the Final Four.
they won. That was the last time they won.
Last time they went.
That's when they went to the finals, I think. 50
Oh, was it? Okay, yeah,
84, 80
You said
was when
80.
They, 80 was when
80.
the last time they
Yeah.
were in the Final Four.
yeah. So Shaun was born. I wasn't. I know that's shocking, but
I was.
The Iowa Hawkeye men's basketball team last reached the Final Four in 1980, led by Coach Lute Olson.
Oh, that's what
defeated Georgetown in the Elite Eight. Prior to that, Iowa also appeared in the Final Four in 55 and 56.
yeah. So it's been a minute.
Been a little bit, so we'll see.
I love this coach. I love the team. Like they just don't make a lot of mistakes. They're just, I mean, they're fun to watch, man.
Yeah.
Because you feel like they're never out of it. Like unless there's 5 minutes left and we're down like 18.
Right.
I'm like, there's still a chance, man.
There's just something. I mean, it's so fun right now. You know what I mean? Having like the Hawks be in it and watch it. Like it's just. I love. I wish that they're. I don't know. In some ways, it's almost better that they're not good all the time because then it's like this is such a
Yeah.
build up there for it. but it just makes like everybody talks about it. What are you doing? Or everybody's watching the game. You know what I mean? It's like
restaurants are
it's like
packed.
everybody's ready for it. And
I think
it
it.
just
I
makes
think it
fun.
adds a little bit to it that nobody really thought they were gonna do this.
Yeah,
For sure.
You know what
yeah.
I mean? Like everybody's excited now because they're doing
Right.
something.
I mean, we're the
they
highest
weren't
ranked
expected
seed
to.
left, I think. 9. I don't
Yeah,
think there's
because
anyone.
Texas was 11 and they got beat.
Yeah.
So-
and shout out to Iowa State. They made it far. They lost last night, but we were all hoping they pulled through. I mean, can you imagine it gets down to the Final Four and it's Iowa versus Iowa State? Like that would have been the state. The state might have imploded. Like, let's be honest.
There'd be no Busch Light left anywhere.
Did you?
None.
You were the one who
I
shared that.
it,
That was
yeah.
awesome.
It was like Nebraska, or where was it? Where was they played in Houston? I think, right?
Yeah.
And they were like, they're about to find out.
But it was Busch Light's Twitter or
Yeah.
was it their Twitter where they said, "Yeah, bad day to be a Busch Light
Yeah.
in Houston, Texas," with all the Iowa fans down there.
I'm sure that state was
That's
enthralled.
it is pretty sweet how we run out of Busch Light every time.
We do
Yeah, they
that.
go to a bowl game or anything like that.
I'll
they just
drink to
pack
that.
it, so it's pretty sweet. So. Right
Yeah,
on.
but hey, go Hawks! Obviously, when this comes out, we'll either be really happy or a little sad, but
Yeah.
can't wait.
Hey, there was some other really cool shit that we did this week, so I wanted to jump to that.
Yes.
We did.
This was a good week.
Hey, Eric, what's your shirt say?
Show me your bunghole.
Yeah, because if you don't know what a bunghole is, that is the hole in the barrel of whiskey, and we may have went out and we may have kind of stuck our heads into some bungholes.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
So we this week we went to Cedar Ridge and we picked out a barrel of bourbon. So we're gonna
did.
have a We're Still Cool Right barrel. Thanks to Ben's.
Thanks to Ben's.
Right.
Yeah.
Matt helped us put that together. We went out and picked out. We got to try a bunch of different, Murphy just drilled some holes in barrels and poured it straight out of the barrel. So we got to try whiskey straight out of the
Yeah.
barrel and picked out one that we thought was the best for us.
Yeah.
And
I think it's a banger. Yeah.
so 6 to 8 weeks, I think, is kind of what they're saying, but we'll see. Like, we'll see where it ends up. The state has some, variables in there, but it'll be nice. We'll get to have a bottle right here on the table and be able to
Damn
share
right.
it with you guys.
Yeah, with
So,
our logo on it, and Ben's will sell it, and it'll be. It's cool. I mean, it was
a lot of
It
fun.
was so fun. Those guys out there, Murphy was awesome. I mean, just the amount of knowledge he has, but we just
Yeah.
kept asking him question after question. He just no big deal answering everything. I was like, you got to be getting annoyed with us. like so
You can
many
tell he
questions.
loves
What's going
it,
on? So
yeah, he loves talking about it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But that was fun, and it was how many? I mean, we tried like 7 different barrels.
yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll just say it. We went back to a good old number one. Number one was just we couldn't get it off our minds. Even
Right.
as we drank 5 and 6, and so
Mike and I were sitting next to each other. I'm like, this is awesome. I'm like, but we can't we can't take the first one
Yeah.
or we're done.
I was
We
really
gotta
glad
keep- we
that
gotta
he
keep
recommended
trying.
he recommended we go back to one that is really close to that first one. So it's
Yeah.
like in the same area, probably some of the same batching, similar dates. They were like barreled 4 days apart.
Yep.
Yeah.
So like we went back to that and tried it, and it was distinctly different. But
Yeah.
those were the two that we liked the
Right,
most.
the most.
And so
which clearly we were onto something, like
Yeah.
because those were the two we went back to. I will say the craziest thing that I thought was cool is I can't explain it as good as he did, but it was pretty. It was nice out that day. Like it was pretty gorgeous. But he's like, it's going to be a lot colder in the barrel room, and because the whiskey and the condensation and everything. And he's like, you'll notice like a 15-degree shift, and it's crazy. You walk in there and you're like, it's like someone has the AC on, and it's open at both ends, and you're like, what the hell?
Yeah.
It was awesome.
It's all because
cool.
the day before it was cooler, so it holds
Yeah,
the
held that,
temperature.
that's
So like it's like whatever the temperature was the day before when you go in there, that's what it's going to be.
Yeah, because he was saying it would if it was hot out, it would have been hotter.
Hotter
Yeah.
in there, yeah.
I'm
So
glad
it's
we
like-
went when we
yeah,
did, so we
yeah.
weren't sweating our balls out.
Right, no kidding. It was pretty nice in there that day, but I can imagine if going in there after it's
July.
yeah, 90-some degrees out there, I get a little
It's like in Friends when Joey says he has the meat sweats. We'll be like, oh, we got the barrel sweats.
whiskey sweats.
Which
name.
what's that?
Barrel Sweats band name.
Yep.
Yep.
God damn it, we're on fire. We need to wrate these down. But Logan joined even, and we shot some content, so
Yeah.
we'll get some stuff out. But obviously, we'll let everyone know when the bottles hit, and you can pick them up at Ben's. And we think a few of our friends at some local establishments are going to carry some bottles too. So
Yeah.
more to come. So
It's pretty fucking fun.
pretty
I mean,
fucking fun.
it was just one of those cool things like that. that we get to do here with this stuff. So
It's like a bucket list thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's cool that the show has allowed you to
Yeah.
have that experience.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
really awesome.
Exactly.
Well,
Yeah,
especially how Cedar Ridge started at Ben's, basically, like in the back of Ben's.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just talk about coming full circle. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I had kind of forgot about that.
So
like
did I.
he started talking about that, and I'm like, now I remember.
Yeah.
Like they were literally in the garage space. It's like it's Lightworks now
Lightworks
is the cafe, but like they were based out of there and had everything in this tiny little space compared to what they have now, where they're just huge.
Yeah.
yeah.
Which that was really awesome hearing all the story. You know what I mean? And then you see how big they are now and how, I mean, good for them. It's their success and
Yeah.
that they've been, but to see where they started, where they had to pull the pallets out just so they could work and then put them back in there. You know, it's like, wow, that's
And our doctor's
different
office
than now.
basically is right next to it. They were probably like, get the fuck out of the parking lot. So it worked out really well. So
yeah, it was good. It was
Before
really
we
good.
move on to like the official show, can I claim a couple minutes to talk about your kids?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because
you met him?
we're recording this. It's an interesting thing because we're recording this right after that.
Right.
Yeah.
For some
it just
behind the
ended.
curtain stuff.
Yeah.
You haven't heard it yet.
No.
No.
But I have.
Right.
And everyone who's listening to this probably did also, right?
Yeah,
At least
sure,
some of it,
sure,
right? Because
yeah.
it came out yesterday,
Right.
for them. They did a great job. You have cool kids,
Yeah.
so congrats.
Thank you.
You've raised cool people.
They are cool
That's
kids.
definitely so cool, right?
Yeah. Having cool kids, always going to be cool.
Right.
So I don't know what I'm curious to know a little bit like what you were picturing was going to happen because I don't think what happened was what you were thinking was going to happen.
I'm sure not, and that's kind of why I didn't want to be in the room or involved.
Yep.
Is
Yeah.
I want them to do their own thing, but really, like they said they wanted to be on and they wanted to do it, and our vision was a little bit of an April Fool's joke that they're taking over the podcast, and that
Yeah.
was it, and we wanted them to run with it.
Right.
So that's kind of where we left it.
yeah.
And based on what you've said, I mean, they took it in a little bit different direction, but I'm excited to hear it because I love watching our kids express themselves
Yeah.
and feeling comfortable in their own skin. And that's a big thing that we're all about as far as parents. So,
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, and they get along really well, and it's not like they're in the same. I mean, I guess they're in the same school, but not same class. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sophie's not like so, but then they get together, and when we're at the pool or wherever at, they always end up having fun. So that's
Yeah.
when they were like, "Hey, we kind of want to be on the podcast." We're like, that sounds kind of cool.
Yeah.
We met with them and kind of we talked about. We just wanted to get them started because we were like, once you
They were nervous.
get a start going, then you start forgetting the mics are here, and we were like, once you put on the headphone, like you just
Right.
start talking like we do. So that's what when we met, we were just more trying to help give them something to start on, and then figure that they go. So it's cool that you say that they just kind of took the ball and ran with it.
Yeah.
you know?
If you're familiar with kind of like how TV works at all, it felt a little bit like what we would call a backdoor pilot.
Okay.
Where there's like an episode of a show that really is actually designed to be a pilot for a different show, right?
Oh, yeah.
You know, so you've probably experienced that at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They essentially made their own podcast. That's not really like your podcast at all.
Those fuckers, they had one job. No, I'm kidding. I said, don't steal my job. Love
But
you guys.
it naturally turned into like, okay, well, instead of impersonating you, it was like they're just themselves replacing you.
Yeah.
Right.
And so it became like, okay, well, let's talk about school. Like, what's going on at school? What are the things we're experiencing? Have you ever like, do you do car circles at your school? They started. And it naturally evolved into like, man, it's like kids are so performative right now, and authenticity is so important. And like really sincere conversations about
Yeah.
like being young people in the world. And like, I think it was super cool to hear young people talk like that.
Yeah.
You know,
Because we don't, that's not something that's just out there.
not enough.
you know?
No,
Yeah.
for sure.
I'm excited because when we came in, you're like, first of all, they just did their own, like that was a full half-hour podcast that they just did and took off and ran with it.
100%.
Like you said, it was good. So I'm yeah.
It made as a parent to a young 4-year-old child,
Yeah.
And also to a teenager, it made me feel good.
Yeah.
You know,
Good,
to
good.
hear that, like, it gave me some hope in the world. You know, to be honest. So
Because we
it was
forget
cool.
that the world, like, I mean, it's not the best some days, but knowing that there's kids out there, and I guess I'm blowing ourselves right now. I don't mean to, but like, there are good parents who are raising their kids to just grow up and be themselves and do your thing, you know, and you're still loved and cared for and not going to judge you or anything. So
And I feel like you think you're doing that, but you don't know
You
that
don't
for
know,
sure
yeah.
until they're having a recorded conversation
Until they
with
get
each other.
a microphone in front of them.
You know, like what are they actually going to say? Who are they actually going to be?
Yeah.
They were really awesome. So
It would have been funny if we came in and they're just like, all we did was trash you guys. For 30 minutes. I also would have been like, I'm just as excited to hear that.
The April Fool's is really on us.
Yeah, exactly. So
That's what's gonna happen. When this comes out, I'm gonna be like, "What the fuck, Logan? What's this?" Like,
we've been bamboozled.
psych.
Yeah.
So if you audience member are listening to this episode and you skipped the last one because it was an April Fool's thing or whatever, I beg you to go back and listen to it because it's worth your time. I think it's really, really cool.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Right on.
It
Let
means
us
a lot to
know
us.
what you think, you know, in the comments and stuff too. We love the fact that they wanted to do this, and we were excited about it because it's funny, but also like I'm happy that they had a good time with it.
You remember
So-
when we came up with this? This was last year in the
was it in the
Ozarks.
pool?
At
Was
your-
it the
there was
Ozarks? Or I thought we were at your pool.
No, we were
Was it?
we were at the pool at the Ozarks.
Oh,
So-
yeah.
but not on the
Okay.
boat or anything.
Yeah.
And we were just talking about we talked about having the ladies on, and then we were like, "God, it'd be funny to have the kids on." And I just happened to look at my calendar. I'm like, "Guys, April 1st, an episode's going to come out. Let's
Right.
save it for that."
Right,
So
right.
almost a year later, we finally did
and
it. So
the kids had all been individually asking us to do it or to be on
Yeah.
in some way, and we were like, let's just do this. Like
Yeah.
that makes the most sense.
yeah.
Well, and I'm so psyched because at the end of it, they were excited about it. Like they wanted to do more of this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, young people want to make podcasts?
Right,
Fuck
yeah.
That's so great.
Hey,
Cool.
podcasts are still cool, evidently.
Podcasts
God.
are cool, man.
Logan hits us with we got a business proposal for you. It's like, oh, great.
Yeah, my Logan said that. I
Your
was like,
Logan,
well,
yeah.
we're
Yeah.
screwed.
Oh, there
Yeah.
we go. So
Just talked his
so
way into
funny.
another one.
So thank you for letting me hang with
yeah.
your kids.
No, thank you for
that's
doing it, man.
awesome. It always feels good to hear.
And again,
your
we haven't
kids
heard
do
it
well.
yet. I'm
Right,
so
yeah.
excited to hear it. So
That's getting a compliment about your kids is way cool.
that's
Still
that's
cool,
always
for
going to be
sure.
cool.
So, yeah, right.
Should we get into it? Still cool?
We should.
Nothing follows up talking about your teenagers like cigars. Are cigars still cool? I've never been huge into cigars. I don't like if someone has one, or especially there's something about a fall night, whiskey in your hand,
Yeah.
sitting around a fire, and then having a cigar. I'll always like that. But I've just never been the huge cigar guy, and I feel like I don't like cigar lounges used to be a bigger thing. I mean,
Yeah.
I remember at Westdale Mall when I was in high school, there was a cigar shop in there.
That's right.
Where
yeah.
you could sit in there in the mall and smoke cigars, which is
cigars.
crazy to think about now,
Think
right?
about- yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't see people doing it as much, and they're still for sale places. Like, I mean, like Wine and Spirits even will have like Buffalo Trace wrapped cigars and stuff like that. But I don't know. I feel like it's gone away a little bit.
So I love them. Like I have a humidor at home, just like small one or whatever. And I love sitting out on the porch, and just having one with whiskey or whatever. I normally have about one a week or something like that. Depends on what's going on. When I'll do it,
Yeah.
not in the winter because it's too cold.
Too
I
cold.
don't want to do it. I know some people set up in their garage and do stuff like that, but I've gotten into it a lot more, and it's actually getting pretty popular. That there's an app kind of like the craft beer one that same thing, because you have so many different kinds you don't really remember, that you can leave notes like this one gave me
You can
cotton mouth,
check
and
them in.
like in the morning I felt horrible, or like whatever, and then you can make notes for it, so then when you go in those humidors you're like, which one do
Yeah,
I
'cause
want?
it's
You know what I mean?
overwhelming.
It is. It's overwhelming. So yeah, my Benjo, remote producer Benjo, is onto that, and he's the one who told me about it, that you can do that, and so it's a cool. I think it's getting more popular for people to do it. Back in the day, I used to smoke, so I never cigars. I'd like inhale them, you know what I mean, and then it was like gross. Or then after I quit, like I didn't want to do a cigar again because I didn't want to like start wanting to smoke, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I didn't
You
want to do
want
that.
it to like reintroduce.
Yeah,
that.
I didn't want to then all of a sudden be like back to a nasty habit. So, but I've gotten into it, and it's no
That
big
was
deal.
something I was going to say is like, so I've never really smoked, and thus I've also never really, I've tried cigars just because a friend wanted.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm curious, I'm always like interested in things. But I think the people not smoking has driven some of that
Makes
down
sense.
a little bit.
Yeah.
But I do see a lot more connoisseurs of cigars. Like
Yeah.
somebody actually like wants to appreciate it. And I do think that it is cleaner and more, healthy, if you will. More so than a cigarette. You know what I mean?
Well, you don't
it's-
inhale it
you
as
shouldn't
much, you know what I mean?
inhale it,
You just, it's kind
and
of like
for the
in your
most part,
mouth,
it's
like
more just the tobacco leaf and a wrapper, right?
Right.
It's
yeah,
not like you're
not all the
introducing
added.
other stuff.
Yeah, it's none of the
missing the other 97
all
chemicals.
all the other ones, those things in it. I mean, I'm sure some of them are like that, but it depends on.
Yeah. By the
what
way,
you
I
get,
just
but-
thought as I said that when you were like, I have a little humidor, I'm like, oh yeah, we have some cigars.
Yeah,
that you have
I got
for us.
those that we got those Buffalo Trace ones that we got to have this summer. So.
Yeah. But anyway,
But yeah, no. So, but it's just one of those when you do it, you can just let it go forever. If it goes out, you can light it again. You know what I mean? It's one of those like, I'll have one, and a lot of times I'll be just kicking it on the deck. Maybe I'm watching a game or something like that and have it out, you know, and do it like that. But it's just kind of like a fun thing to do. Or golfing. It's great on the golf course.
that's a good point too.
That's always-
Have,
Have you seen
have
the-
the little clip for
Yeah.
your cart.
Yeah, yeah.
I keep those keep popping up. I'm like, I don't even smoke cigars, but evidently I need one.
I was going to say, you need to
I feel
start.
like you
Yeah.
would still buy it, even though you're like, well, I never know. I might want.
Eric would, because Eric would be like, well, I wouldn't want someone to be golfing with me and not have one of these. So it's
Right,
like, because
right.
that's just the kind of guy Eric is. He's like, don't worry, I got you.
Right, I got you.
It's never been used even. Here you go.
right.
So yeah, I don't know. I've always enjoyed it, like I said, but I just don't see it as much. It's not as prevalent. I don't do it often. I enjoy when I do, but I don't know. I just wondered because it's harder to. You could still buy them places, and you could still go to a tobacco outlet or whatever the places are called now, and they have them. But I even feel like the variety at those places, it used to be like tons,
Yeah.
and it's a lot smaller now. So I just feel like maybe more of it's a niche thing now. I don't know.
Well, I think they're, it's expensive, right? You know, you go and so how many thousands of dollars are in those humidors that they have,
Right.
worth of those things that I'm sure it's a smaller amount, smaller group that would have them, you know what I mean, that would do it. So there's a couple good spots in Cedar Rapids that have them though.
Yeah,
So you can go in and go in and get good ones or order them online. I get them online a lot because you can get them cheaper. You can get deals through that thing.
Oh,
and
that
they
makes
just
a lot
ship
of
to your
sense.
house. You know what I
That's
mean?
what
And
I was going to ask is like, does online kind of kill that? Because you think about like a local place, you're going to get a small number of people, I assume, that come in and get them.
Yeah.
And so you're just sitting on product and property and you know,
Yeah.
XYZ. So like, does the
I think
online thing start
that's
to kill?
I think that's what's killed a lot of like when you say like that used to be in Westdale Mall or something like that. Like those used to be more, you'd see them more places, but I think online probably did a lot because the other thing is online you'll order and you get like 10 of them, you know what I mean, or 20 of them, so that's one thing. When you do that, then you have to have a humidor, otherwise they're going to go bad. Yeah, I mean if you don't, then you ruin them. So it's definitely is a little bit of an investment, like anything else there for you. If you're going to buy it, it's not whatever. But I love it. And I'm just chilling, little whiskey, little cigar.
I was gonna say
That's
I'll
good.
never not enjoy those things together. So
Yeah.
for me, it's still cool.
They go together
Even
really
if
well.
it
So,
feels
yeah.
like it's going away, for me, it's always still gonna be a little. Yeah, I don't
I
know
think
what it
it's-
is, man, but it goes.
We're also getting older, so maybe it's getting cooler. Like I always feel like it was an older guy thing. Like you don't see a lot of
Yeah.
young people like having a cigar.
Hold on, can you imagine like some kids are hanging out? And he's like,
18
"Do you want to go out for a smoke break?" And a guy just chops the end of a cigar.
just a big old heater. Just a yeah.
Bro, you're a senior. What are you doing? Yeah.
So I was going to ask, because this is an area where I don't even need to weigh in because I'm just
Sure.
not a smoker and never have really been interested. But like, I always think it's funny when I see like a petite woman or like
Oh my
younger
God.
person like get a big old stogie, and I'm just like that. It's such a weird
That would blow my mind.
juxtaposition
Balance
of like
out.
people like
You know what the opposite of that is? When you have like a 6'4", 280 guy light up a fucking Virginia Slim. You're just like, sir, no.
Yeah, that's funny.
No, I'm just imagining
little
like a
too big
90-year-old
one, yeah.
grandma just out there like puffing away on a big fat one.
Big old heater going.
Yeah. Get it, grandma.
That's awesome.
So
so I'll let you guys vote on this. To me, I kind of don't really need to weigh in. I would say it's not cool for me, but I don't think that it's not cool for other people.
Really quickly before you vote, just to give you some extra info and context here at the end of your discussion, like I usually do.
please.
I'm reading an article from Esquire that is the lost art of cigar smoking. It came out in November of last year, so fairly recent.
right.
They estimate that about 4% of the population is cigar smokers. So pretty
Is that up or
Okay.
down? I wonder. Over like,
So really interesting. Great question.
Yeah.
So they say cigarette smoking is drastically trending downward.
Oh, yeah.
And has
Right.
been for decades,
Yeah.
right? But interestingly, since COVID, cigar smoking is actually trending up a bit.
that makes sense.
They said that in the lockdowns in 2020, cigar imports actually skyrocketed, hitting 456 million in 2021. The first time imports had surpassed 400 million since 1997.
Wow.
So kind of people like changing their mindsets a little bit, maybe just trying some new things, maybe just trying to break out of the COVID rut. Or
That's
whatever.
a good point, though. I forget that we have to that COVID is always going to be a thing tied to what is still going on.
Right.
Like, to me, COVID's over. We're done with it. That's some old shit, right? But it's not. Like, it changed a lot of things. There's a reason, like, people got into home projects and stuff like that. Everyone was bored out of their mind. You could still order cigars online and smoke them, so they make sense it went up.
Two worlds, right? Pre-COVID, post-COVID.
Yeah.
I mean, like it is.
so
It's
crazy.
very,
Yeah.
How much of that-
Post-apocalyptic.
yeah. Like what's changed with all that.
I mean,
stuff.
we talk about like even when you think about before that, like the big milestone I think of is like 9/11. Like that made a change in people's lives, but it wasn't like people were changing their hobbies because of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like
Yeah.
your travel is impacted or whatever.
That's a
like
good
it was,
point.
Yeah. That
but-
part changed, but very.
But like it
yeah.
didn't change people's like day-to-day lives
No.
in the same way, other than obviously people impacted directly. But like that's kind of crazy. Like when you think about those milestones throughout at least
a lot.
our history.
Thanks a lot, Bin Laden.
Yeah. God, I just watched that movie the other day.
Did you?
If you haven't watched The Hangover in the last 10 years, revisit it.
Give it
It's
another
so
shot.
goddamn funny. Oh my God. It's so good. I think it'll always hold up.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. I think we both are in agreement. It's still cool.
I'm cool. I
Yeah.
think for sure. I think for sure. So
Stamp it.
boom.
Boom.
Did you have one?
Yeah. So I'm stealing one of Mike's because I thought it was a good one and it fits something I wanted to talk
I'm
about
intrigued because I don't
anyway.
even know what you're going to say right now.
So, it's not. I don't know if it's really a still cool. I think it's a topic for
Lingerie is still
discussion.
Always.
cool. Moving on.
Maybe the coolest, actually, now that we're talking about it.
What do you guys like when listen to when you're going to sleep?
Oh.
So Mike had kind of said like, "Hey, I like to listen to XYZ while I'm falling asleep." Or
Like to
you know,
calm
do
my
you-
mind.
yeah.
Like if you're what do they call it? Like just doom scrolling. Like you're laying in bed, you know you're going to bed in like an hour, but you just feel like scrolling. What do you like want to watch? Just chill out.
Yeah. So what do you think is the best for that?
I seem to always like do TikTok at night, which is a bad idea.
Logan's is porn.
No, really quick, really fast. Just like had this like visceral sense memory when you said that of me in college, stressed out of my mind, brain on fire, listening to Enya on repeat.
Oh,
Just so I
yes.
could go to sleep.
If
Trying
no
to
one knows
calm
any, it's
down.
the hey, right?
What?
Isn't that the hey,
yeah.
hey, isn't that Enya?
What sounds are you making right now? What is
I don't
this?
know. Hold
We
on.
thought we were making Enya sounds.
Yeah, I just remember like my buddy Chris. He would listen to it all the time.
I think you're thinking of a different one, but I know exactly what you're talking
Is that
about. I
not
just can't
Enya?
think of the name.
Am I thinking of Yanni? I don't know. Guys, I don't listen to musicals. I have no idea what we're talking about right now.
There we go.
No, I swear to God. Isn't Enya like a chill music band? Am I wrong?
Look at you. You're old with me now. Now you can't.
Oh,
now
Logan, what did you do to me? I have no idea what I'm talking about now. Enya songs. Oh, is Enya a person? I'm so confused. You guys don't remember those like in the middle of the night, those like compilation CDs they'd sell you? And there was that one that sounded like Indian, like it was like, hey, oh.
Yeah, I know what song
I
you're
thought that
talking
was
about.
Enya. Do you know that song I'm
I
talking
know
about?
the song you're talking about.
Well, who sings
I don't
it?
think it's
God damn it. All right, I'm going to say Enya Indian song and see what comes up. I swear to God I'm right about this.
This is Enya.
Oh, Enigma.
He's thinking of Enigma. Yeah.
Is that Enya that you're playing?
This is Enya.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, now okay.
Enya's a singer. It's like classic kind of.
All right, now play the Enigma.
I'm going to have to wait for the fucking YouTube ad. God damn it. Why did I think that was Enya? Dude, I would have bet if you were like, I'll bet you $100, I would have shook your hand so fast.
I will bet you $100 right now.
I bet. I would have been so wrong.
Oh man.
This is called Return to Innocence.
Yes, that's the song.
That's
that I
the
was
song.
thinking of.
Yeah.
But you hear it now. You hear it now.
I'm not stupid, guys. I really
All
had
of
an
our
idea.
friends are screaming at the radio because of you. Like they knew exactly
knew
what
what I
song you were
thought
talking
it
about.
And
I've never even heard of Enigma. I don't even know what the fuck that is.
but people also know what Enya is.
Yeah.
That song Only Time has 500 million downloads on Spotify.
Oh, yeah? Well, guess how many Return to Innocence has?
I don't know.
Me neither. Hold on. I'm gonna be so pissed if it's not a lot. Where'd it go?
35.
Fuck
That's
off.
got to be a lot.
How many did that have?
Like 500 million on Spotify.
This has. Oh, damn it. 205 million. That's still a lot.
That's still a lot. That's
Yeah.
still a lot. I do know that song. It's
Yeah.
just so funny that you think.
God damn it, dude.
Hey, I can see it. Enya Enigma. I
Yeah.
can kind of get it.
I can too. You can't make that stuff up though. Like that was the funniest thing.
Welcome to being old, buddy. I love it.
I've talked about that song for like 20 years, and I've always said Enya. No one's ever corrected me. So it goes to show you, no one knows who the fuck sings that song.
So everybody, like younger generation, like your kids and below, are gonna say, "Oh yeah, that's Enya."
Enya, yeah. Everyone tag Enya and tell her I'm sorry, or him, whoever it is. I don't know. And tell Enigma I've been doing his work for fucking 20 years. All right. God damn it.
What? Okay, yeah. Listening to things
So-
fall asleep.
Yeah.
So you listen to Enya.
I listen to Enigma. No. Fuck.
I mean, that was supposed to be like a 20-second punch in for me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I know you're fine. Honestly, you just fixed a lot of things wrong in my life.
But I like
clearly,
the visceral memory thing, because that's exactly what I'm talking about, is like something that you did this because like you needed to
Yeah.
relax and fall asleep. Like
Yeah.
Right.
you're struggling. That's the whole point of it. I started on these like YouTube videos, and it's like, if you've ever had a massage, you've ever been like gotten a massage, the music they play in there, and it's very just like,
Yeah, it's Enya. It
It's-
might be when I leave here, I'm gonna listen to Enya and be like, I've never heard any of this music before.
but I've started doing those, like
So,
just
yeah.
or
Ashley
rain
has,
videos.
Ashley has sleep
Yeah.
music. She'll be like, when we turn on sleep music, I'm like, yep. And then she turns it on. It's like,
Yeah, my
it's
son.
awesome.
I mean, Logan is always honestly, before COVID, or maybe he started it during COVID, listening to sleep music. He's got this playlist. It's the same song every time, but sometimes like YouTube takes it down and then they'll put it back up, and it's also like from a Christmas movie. It looks like it's like the sky and it's just like snow covered house top, but it's the same song every night. He listens to it every single night.
So the kids used to, like, we played music in their room when they're little, like, because we wanted.
You
we
want to
don't-
get used to noise.
Get used to noise, yeah.
Yeah.
So they could sleep through it. And with those baby monitors, for a while there, I couldn't fall asleep until that music was playing.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, that was
That's
like
me right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
We have a playlist for Marlo. She's
Yeah.
4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's in the same like room as us. We're on the same floor.
Yeah.
I hear that music and I fall asleep.
yeah, right.
That's what it
Exactly.
is, yeah.
So,
So
like,
if you travel, do you need to like turn it on like a lullaby, like that helps you?
Like,
I mean,
yes.
I
Yeah.
would get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
like ours was a CD because they had these little CD players, like it just play
Yep.
on repeat. And we had to, I think we bought the CD like 10 times over, and we had to buy a new, CD player because it burned out, because it would just play all the
Yeah.
time. It was great.
Mine's not so much music. I told when we came up with this idea, mine was I had this like year where I was obsessed with rug cleaning videos.
Oh,
And it was the guy with the white boots.
Yeah.
And he
Yes.
pours the blue stuff on it.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it is, but that shit is so relaxing.
when he pushes all that off, you're just like,
yeah,
It's
yeah.
so,
Oh,
is
do it slower,
it's
Daddy.
so satisfying. Yeah, you're like, oh, now roll it over, you dirty animal.
You dirty bastard, yeah. But then, like, my son would watch me doing it. It's like I got caught watching porn. He's like, "Are you still watching?"
Nothing.
And
What?
I'd swipe like, "No, it was ESPN." I swear. Yeah. So
Have you heard of Power Wash Simulator, the video game?
I have heard of it. I haven't done it.
It's so fun.
I might.
Oh, we should live stream that.
There
Sign
are
up for
people that like
Patreon.
stream that as a game. I'm like, what the
Yeah.
Oh, it's great.
I bet. Because I mean, I love power washing videos. Recently, I've been watching people do sealant, like the black tar stuff that seals driveways. Yeah. The way they just nicely get
Push
that
over,
edge.
yeah,
You're like,
yeah.
ooh, yeah, just like that. Yeah. And if that's not being in your 40s, I don't know what it is.
Right.
Like, what are you doing in the bathroom? Watching carpet cleaning videos?
Give me that phone. I'm going to show you what porn is. So you
Oh my
get
God, he
back to
really
normal.
is. He's on incognito
Let
mode
me
and
get you back
everything.
let me get you back to normal here, buddy.
Have you seen that clip where the guy takes like it's like a ratchet strap and he throws it over his shoulder and it hooks on the other
Hooks.
side of the trailer? Everybody's like the
I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that.
it's the wife
clean.
laying there thinking like, what is he thinking about? And then it's that.
Yeah. It's like she sounds hideous. Well, she's a guy, so. Yeah.
I bet he's thinking about some other girl. Nope, you're just thinking about whipping your thing back over.
So I don't know when it happened, but my stepson Liam, he's 16. he falls asleep to YouTube videos of like video games, but
You
they're
told
all
me this, but it's like violent, like
they're all like violent first person
Call of Duty,
shooters.
yeah.
So I'll walk past his room and it'll be like 1 a.m. and he's sound asleep, but it's like the loudest like gunfire and shouting.
You're
that
back
he's
in
sleeping to.
Vietnam.
Holy shit.
Yes, it's insane.
I couldn't sleep to that.
No,
So
I
when he
can't
grows
at all.
up and he's gonna want to like live in Chicago, like downtown. So it's like, where shots are firing out.
I
He's like,
feel my
I
blood
slept
pressure
great
rising.
last night.
He
slept
goes there. He's like, "There's not enough crime. I got to go south." Or like 2 different. I can't sleep.
He's like, I need to be deployed right now.
Boots on the ground, baby. I sleep like a baby.
Oh God.
It's horrifying.
Yeah, I can't. I can't even sleep with the TV on. Like Kara will have it on, but she at least has a sleep timer, and it's like always Criminal Minds or something, which is fine. But I can't fall asleep. Like eventually the TV turns off and I can fall asleep. A lot of people sleep with the TV on. I can't do that.
Yeah,
I
can't
used
either.
to.
I'm not
used
a
to-
fan of it,
I
but-
used to need it on, and then I'd set like a sleep timer. So some of those nights I like had to reset it because the TV went off again. I wasn't
Yeah.
done watching it or whatever. But
These YouTube videos will be like darker and have like very
Yes.
minimal movement, and so I like that. But Aaron like loves falling asleep to Cheers or the Golden Girls. And so now I've started to like do
Oh
that
yeah,
too,
when we were
because
with
she'll
Aaron
be
recently,
doing it.
yeah, we were singing the theme song at Leonardo's, Golden Girls. But man, Cheers! They recently showed we've talked about Norm and stuff before, but I forgot about the episode on Patty's Day where they have like the rival bar and them like fight over like trying to make the other one close so they could steal the business. Well, they walk
I don't
in.
even know that I've seen that.
Oh my God, it's hilarious. They walk in and the other bar had snuck into the bar and literally brick and mortared the entire bar. Like, so it's all like concrete. You can't get in. And they're like, what the hell happened to Woody? And all of a sudden you hear him like, hello? He fell asleep. And he was trapped in the concrete wall. Oh my God, it's so funny.
Yeah.
Love Cheers.
I would say, yeah, I normally fall asleep before Ashley too. So it's either her sleep music or whatever she's watching.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Yeah.
much what it is. So
It definitely has to be calmer though. Like, I mean, Criminal Minds, I can sleep like a baby after that, but I don't think I could hear Call of Duty on hardcore and then be like, all right, good night.
I do better with there being sound though and not quiet. Like if it's quiet, then I feel like then I start getting in my own mind and
Yeah.
it can be a scary place to be. So
Yeah.
Most of the time,
Man,
I
don't sleep well.
like I take some melatonin and I'm within 10 minutes I'm just gone.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter. But if I can't sleep, like I'm struggling to sleep, then having one of these things works.
Oh.
It used to be before I found these YouTube videos. I would watch Marvel movies that I've seen like 100 times. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So like I would just go back to a movie that I've seen and I would watch it for a little bit and then just zone out because I've seen it 100 times.
Yep.
So that's when I used to fall asleep with the TV on. It was always like Friends or something like that, where like I'd seen every episode and I could like listen to it and know what was going on, and then I'd fall asleep. You know what I mean? I have to be like watching it. I like knew what they were talking about, so like I would fall asleep that way.
Yeah.
And I also felt like I got like every minute out of the day, right? I was listening to that and then I was asleep.
Yeah.
As opposed to like
God, now I just want to go home and watch rug cleaning videos to Enigma, not Enya. So, would you guys rather give
I
up
will
cheese?
tolerate no Enya hate on this podcast. All right?
I can't name a song, so you get no hate from me. Would you guys rather give up cheese or blowjobs if you had to give one up?
Jesus.
What?
The hardest left turn I've heard on this show.
Oh, I just felt like a good time.
That was a
it's not a good time bringing it up or what?
Sorry.
That's kind of a lot.
Give up cheese or blowjobs.
That's a good question. Like
I'm a
it's
big fan of pizza. Cheese is a key.
I thought you were
to
going to say
pizza.
something else, I'll be honest with you.
One's
I'm a
more expensive than
big-
the other.
Depends where you pie it at.
Oh. I'm not answering. I'm the one that always gets.
You don't have to answer. I was just
I'm the one who
curious.
gets tagged in a video all the time.
I would say BJ's for sure because like you think about it, there's other ways to manage there, and you can't make a pizza without cheese.
I mean, you're right. Aaron, you're safe.
And cheese is amazing. Like,
It is amazing.
Queso.
there are cheeses now. If you were like, we got into a particular type of cheese, I would be like, yeah, we could get rid of that cheese forever.
I don't know. The one hurts my jaw, so I think I'd rather give up cheese.
I knew someone was going with that.
I'm just tired of stretching all the time.
Jaw always hurts.
Sorry, that was a squirrel moment, but
So what was? Oh, what do we listen to? That was just more of a comment.
oh,
but
I've
yeah,
got. Sorry, one more random thing that I've been meaning to ask. It's not as bad as what I just said. Do you turn your head when eating tacos? Like, this isn't bad. It's you look at me like I'm going to say something really dirty. I'm not.
Every time, baby.
Right, I turn my head. So someone told me this. Someone at third base one day was talking about this, and they go, they said, "Do you turn your head when eating it?" And they said, "If you do, the taco is dominating you." Right. And I was like, "Oh fuck!" It really does have a stranglehold on me because I can't.
Which way do you turn?
I just would have never figured I'm submissive. You know what I mean? So
It depends if you're doing left or right or both. You know.
oh, it's always this way.
here?
I always.
Down
It's unlike.
I mean,
my,
it's the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's the reason a burrito's beneficial is you can.
Yeah, it is.
It's got a bottom.
Unless
the
you
taco
said-
doesn't have a bottom.
No, you just look like you're air dick in there. You just look like, oh no, I got the.
It's a really big Underberg. Oh no! No, I always tilt to the right. Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hang to the left, tilt to the right. It's all about balance.
That's the truth. Turn around that way so I don't fall over. Otherwise, it's too much weight going to the other side.
Oh no, tripod. Yeah.
All right. How about washing your car in the driveway?
Ooh.
That used to be like a total my dad thing. You know what I mean? Like every Saturday he was
Also,
washing.
every like 80s and 90s movie.
Yeah.
Everyone's out just
You're out there washing
their
your
cars.
car in the driveway.
I'm a big fan. I actually just bought a new power washer because
You do it.
I want the foam cannon thing.
Yeah.
Like I see these videos with the foam cannon.
Yeah.
For the record, people give me shit, especially you, about how when I get into something, like I go so hard. Eric's way worse than I am. He just does
He's
it
just
to a
into
million more
everything,
things.
though. He's just into
Exactly.
everything. So it's not. I'm just saying, like that's all you talk about.
Yeah.
Like
That's
you like
fair.
you get into it. That's what I mean. Like
I mean, I'm going to be honest. I bought 2 power washers because I wanted to see which one I liked better.
And then when he's done, he's gonna play Power Washing Simulator.
had the two go at it. Have a duel.
We're going to have power washing duels.
In his drive, he just he's like, one of them's gonna die eventually. Have you seen the guys that do that with like the DeWalt and like Milwaukee? They would torque them up together and then like strap the go buttons and be like boom and let it go, and it's just like going nuts.
No.
And it'd be till one falls
I've seen
apart.
Really?
And then they're like, Milwaukee takes
I've
down
never,
DeWalt.
no, I've never seen that.
Dude, it's hilarious. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. That's a good question.
Yeah, washing your car in the driveway. So I used to do it too. Yeah, I mean, like my dad kind of got me onto that, so I would do it. But now the monthly thing is so easy.
Oh yeah.
Like I just pay for it every month and then just drive. Like I get my
$30
car washed all
unlimited.
the time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's like right by my office, so I get it done.
I do both.
I probably go almost every day. But
I do the subscription, but I have the power washer for like decks and everything else too.
Rating. Yeah.
And like the kids' cars, I don't pay for the subscription, so
No,
I wash,
yeah, I guess I
wash
don't
their
either.
cars, take mine through the.
I got
know,
thinking
through the
about it because
subscription.
Sophie's car is just. I don't even know the last time it was washed. It was so bad.
Yeah, same with
So-
Logan's. But also, like, the thing I worry about the most with their car, I'm like, your car can be dirty, it's fine. But it's like after winter, you're like, you need to get all the salt and shit off
Yeah,
the
get
bottom.
all that crap
Well, I'm
out
not
of it.
doing that.
Yeah.
I'm not fucking, you know what I mean? So it's like,
Yeah.
go run it through the car wash.
Right.
Also, your subscription. I'm not a tax advisor. This is not tax advice.
Oh,
Your
yeah.
subscription can be written off for your business, so because you have to keep your car clean to go do.
Oh, we
business,
should probably do that
so-
for the podcast. We need clean vehicles. I agree. Yeah. So if you're a tax person, hit us up. Yeah.
Speaking of that, I just had to drop mine off the other day. Already getting emails
Getting
back.
close
Oh,
to
do you have this?
D-Day.
Do you have this? It's like shit.
Yeah.
That'll probably be extension.
That's the biggest problem with all that is just keeping everything.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah,
we've talked
starting
about
to add
that
up.
one day. If we have to do that, I'm like, ugh.
Fucking growing up.
I know.
Such a grown up thing.
Yeah. I just want to be young and listen to Enya.
Yeah.
Taxes are
On the
not
couch.
cool.
Taxes are never cool.
Not cool at all.
We used to go to
all
wars
right.
over this shit. Now we just happily pay it.
So I
Let's
don't
start
know.
throwing tea in a harbor.
I know. We lost our way sometime. Yeah. A bunch of spineless pussies now.
Speaking of someone who lost their way, fucking Tiger Woods. Can we talk about that one a little
Oh
bit?
my. God, he's an idiot.
What the fuck?
He's so dumb.
Like, why does he drive?
Ever.
You don't
Yeah.
need to drive. Like, I would that's what something we talk about. I would fucking love to have a driver.
Yeah.
Would that just be, if I had money, I wouldn't drive.
We've said this before, like we talk about this at the bar all the time, but
Yeah.
it's like you think about any student athlete, like anybody in this space.
Yeah.
If you're gonna have a career in this and you're gonna make money,
Yeah.
hire somebody as a fucking babysitter.
Right,
Don't
literally.
make that stupid decision.
Right,
Don't
yeah,
do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if
Yeah.
even they can't wrangle you, then you need to fucking look at your life. You know what I mean?
I think-
But we said before the podcast, you were like, just if maybe he just really likes driving drunk or driving fucked up on pills. Buy a fucking big plot of land and get
Yeah.
a side by side.
Yeah.
Go nuts.
Go,
you know
go
what I mean?
fucking
Go
crazy.
fucking
Maybe
run
wear a
into
helmet.
trees, buddy.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, who gives a shit? You could buy 200 acres and just go fucking have a time of your life. And yeah,
Literally,
middle
buy
of
an
nowhere.
old racetrack that's
Yeah.
not being used anymore and go
Yeah,
nuts.
just stay off the fucking road where everybody else is at when you're all pilled out.
Because even after he paid his ex all that money, like he's back to a billionaire, isn't he?
Oh,
He's
yeah.
gotta be.
Yeah, I
like, and
think
even,
so.
even if not, he's fine. He's not running out of money.
He doesn't need money.
Neither
he
are
needs a
his
fucking
lawyers.
driver.
Yeah, you think some young up and coming golf kid who's like 20 something wouldn't be like, hey, for $100K, I'll drive you around all year?
I'd do it.
That's what I mean. Yeah, it's like, dude, fucking
what I said.
stupid.
Run all his women around different places.
Yeah.
you know, you
Man,
keep
maybe
him out
this
of
is a-
trouble.
This is a good time for me to reach out to him.
Dude, same. I'm about to lose my second job as a podcaster to my kid. So, dude, the only thing he loves more than golf is like horror signing NDAs, popping pills, and driving. It's like, what an idiot. God.
Used to be the poster boy for America. Like that was what we wanted to be. Right now,
Really
it's
good at
just like,
golf.
Really
not
good at
anything
golf.
else.
Nothing else. Yeah. I know. He probably laid some sod. You know what I'm saying? Because he was banging like 30 chicks at the same time. So.
What did we say? Laying sod equals stiff pants or something? Like
Oh yeah.
Stiff socks.
Stiff socks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Laying sod equals stiff socks.
Jeez.
Especially if you're Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods, y'all. Yeah.
That's come on, Tiger.
I'll never get over people that are that much money. It just goes to show like you can't buy common sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
This
Well,
guy's
or-
not an idiot.
Well,
but-
it also shows like he's been through all these surgeries and all this other stuff. He probably fucking does have a pill addiction. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they say all that stuff like how easy it is to get addicted, and he's had how many surgeries and how many different things. Like maybe he does.
What doesn't help
and
when he
then,
keeps crashing his cars because he's fucked
Well,
up.
then it's like, then if you want to keep that going and you got money, don't fucking drive. Like,
Yeah. He does look high as shit most of the time.
yeah.
You know, like I was watching on the golf thing that they're doing, which is fucking awesome. We
Yeah, the
talked about that.
TGL.
Yeah. Oh, it's fucking cool to watch.
Yeah,
But
that's fucking awesome.
he always looks kind of high.
well, yeah. Fucking.
He gets to be like, I don't drink, only pills. What is that? Las Vegas or?
I'd say which one is that? Yeah.
I can't remember. I don't drink, only hard drugs.
Only pills, yeah. just heroin. Okay, that's
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Just-
As long as you
that's
don't shoot it up, it's not dirty.
Right. Yeah.
Ugh.
So, anyways,
I don't know.
You guys ready for a dad joke?
Yeah.
wait. We have to decide if washing your car in the driveway is cool.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Thanks for
We
bringing it
kept
back
getting off.
there.
Not if you're
for
Tiger
this,
Woods
so-
because you know you're
so,
driving after
yeah.
that. I've never been like a big person to do it. I'm just like, it's a lot of work to get all the shit out, and I have to keep the stuff on hand, and then I'm like, am I scratching the paint? Like, I don't know. I don't fucking wash a lot of cars, so I think it's just too cheap and easy now that I'm gonna say no. It's
There you
too
go.
easy. It's too easy to go to other places.
I'm gonna say yes because I like Power Wash Simulator. I like want to do it. Like it's fun.
Eric's like, please don't take
Honestly,
this away from me.
I don't even care if it's cool or not. I enjoy doing it because like I get satisfaction out of like the soap and then the like cleaning it off and
wax
like
on.
the whole
Sure, yeah.
like you do with the fucking carpet cleaner. I do it with the Power Wash.
You got me there.
Yeah.
That's a good point, actually.
That's
You know
how I
what? You need
feel.
to start recording you and like jorts doing it, and I will watch those videos. Yeah,
So
they can go on the calendar we're making.
Man, this is where I'm gonna make my money.
Fuck Feet Finder. Yeah.
So I think you're both right. I'm with you. It's easy. So I have a subscription. That's just what
Yeah.
I do now. But when you got a fucking sweet, like old collector car or something like that, and you have that, like you got my freaking white truck isn't cool enough to get done. You know what I mean? When you got a really cool one, then I think that's
I do
that's
think
cool.
like
That's-
it is
It's
like
what car are you washing? Is it
the automated things are much harder on paint and stuff.
Wait,
and
yeah.
I think like
you would
classics,
take your
you need to,
collector
like-
car through
No.
there's no way you do that. So
No. That's a good point. Yeah.
so then I think in that level it's cool, but otherwise.
yeah.
No.
It's weird that that's nostalgic, though. I would have never thought of that, but it's like that
Right.
was such a nostalgic thing because like dads were out in their driveways every weekend. Every movie Hey, Tom.
Yeah.
Hey, Dick.
Yeah.
Like, just
Yeah.
washing your
they're
car.
washing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, it's gonna get real awkward in my neighborhood with the jorts.
I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm just going to be a peeping Tom, just watching from afar. Rub it harder, dickhead.
You missed the spot. Get down nice and deep like.
There's like a bunch of old ladies having car accidents in my neighborhood.
Oh, God, Tiger Woods again. All right, we'll take the dad joke now.
Oh, get us out of here.
Okay. So this one's March Madness related.
Ooh.
Why can't March Madness basketball players go on vacation?
Why? Oh, sorry.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Because they'd be called for traveling.
Wow. That is such a dad joke.
It is.
And it's so simple. But I never would have got there. I was overthinking the shit out of that.
Right,
It was
yeah.
like, because you're the final four. I don't know. Like, yeah, I was like,
Because you're busy.
yeah. Duh, dickhead, get on the court and do your job. Yeah.
Oh, with that being said, there's another one in the books here, guys. Thank you for tuning in and joining us. Check out the Patreon.
Yes. Check out the Patreon. And I was going to say, shout out to our kids. That was awesome. We appreciate you guys doing that. We hope you guys enjoyed it. And like Logan said, if you haven't listened to it, go give it a listen. And thank you to Logan here at Upload Media for everything he does for us. So,
For sure.
oh, you motherfucker! Every time I give him a shout out, he does that.
He's ready with
Back
that
to
one.
not
so.
doing that again. Got it.
That's the benefits of the board.
I know. I'm so jealous. One of these times, he's going to sit in my seat and I'm going to be back there. And I'm just going to fucking light you guys up the whole time.
He does know it.
Yeah, you know
That's
it.
not Enya. That's Enigma.
This is Enya.
That's Enya.
Oh my god! What are you talking about?
That's Enigma.
No,
This
it's
is
not.
Enya.
it's not.
That's Enya.
This is why. Wait, what?
They're close.
Doesn't that get to a part where an Indian guy goes like, "Hey"?
No, they're two different songs.
But they do sound like
They
it. They're
sound
close.
so much
Yeah,
alike.
yeah.
Do you at least see my point?
All right, so we need a DJ out there to do a mix.
Literally, we're gonna call it Enyamatic and DJ Enyamatic. And by the way, you're only gonna have one song, just on loop. Fuck.
All right.
We're
We're out of here.
Thanks,
you guys. See ya.
Bye.
Cheers.
Are you sure that's fucking... Dude, it is blowing my mind right now.